Excuse me.
My apologies. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but we're well, despite despite that, we're friendly back to our regularly we're friendly back to our friendly back to our regular friendly back to our regular layout. This is once again welcome back to Yoda Soda Creations. Welcome back to Yoda Soda Creations podcast. Group of friends to which man the business talking movie build recent. Well, I can say I can safely say that a lot of us had. I can safely say that each of us had an interesting time fall, time following getting back from BronyCon.
I've been sick.
Ooh, exciting. Why don't you regale your daring tales?
Being tired, coughing stuff up, general clogginess, the usual. But then that's what happens when you're bunched in I wouldn't say small room, but bunched in a room with 2,000 other people.
Coughed on you nightly.
Concrete does tend to happen after stuff like that. But most of it's been taken care of. I actually have a solid vocal range now, as opposed to constantly shifting between high and low. That was a fun day. Yeah, I think it was Thursday. I just could not keep or was it when? I think it was Wednesday. I couldn't keep a solid vocal range. It's like, you know?
Yep. And I need to start this again. Frick.
But I've rested and recovered and just working the remaining gunk out. So, what about you? What have you been up to? Ow.
Well,
That's... Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I guess we've recovered. I can say that I had to deal with most of the week. Had to deal with most of the week with my parents away. Actually, sort of didn't expect them to leave sometime midweek, and then come then come back around the evening evening hours on evening hours on evening hours yesterday.
Hmm.
Other than that, kind of other than that, kind of managed to get back into the kind of managed to get back into the kind of managed to get back into my number of routines around here. Got most of the got most of my unpacking finished. Although I'm trying to get although I still got to I still got some clean up to do in order to make I still got to clean up in order to make my mother a bit more satisfied.
Yes, unpacking. That's a thing I need to do.
So it's been
Starting with actually, doing laundry. That's a very good point to start when unpacking.
Yeah, I also had laundry.
riveting content. Me drawing.
Ooh, look at him go.
but there's another brand that also came up, but would require going into personal details, which would probably lead to some stuff that probably wouldn't exactly flow flow out. Let's just say it's something flow out. Let's just say it had something to do with ID.
Be right back. I need to let the dog in.
Man, I am not decisive today. That's okay.
Sorry about that. My aunt couldn't hear the dog.
So Nate, has there been anything in your vicinity since we got back? Huh?
What's that?
Anything happened to you since we got back?
This week?
Yeah.
Not really. Kind of laid the final plans.
Yeah, we also had a bit of a fiasco about T-shirts.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it turns out. Whose was it? Well, it wasn't mine, but one of the shirts has gone MIA.
It's mine.
I forget. Was that the normal one or the sponsor one?
It was the one you buy from the
Okay,
mall, I guess.
just checking.
Pretty sure it had to be the normal one because the only other shirt that was present was from Free Reg.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Like the what was it, the $100-something pre-reg level?
yeah, I didn't have that. I would have, but when I went to buy mine, they were gone. Probably should have done it like a while beforehand. I'm trying to get this shape right. We're doing Twilight, by the way. I don't think I said that yet. Because it's Twilight Day tomorrow, and I need to get in on that. So I can't be seen not there for my girl. No.
Yes, Twilight. I'm on Team Buffy.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yes. You know, the other Twilight.
Yeah. We don't speak of that here.
Yeah. So, just gonna plug a bit of merchandise right now. If you don't know already, on the Humble Bundle store, there's a Humble Comics bundle with a bunch of the My Little Pony comics. So if you haven't read them yet and you're interested, go check that out. At most, it's only going to be like $15 for like, I don't know, about 100 or so comics. pretty good deal.
Who's that?
I assume he's. I'm guessing the only thing you have now is the one from the one of the boxes.
The what now?
I was talking. I was talking to Nate.
Oh.
Sorry, what?
My guess is that at this moment the only shirt you're carrying shirt you probably still have at the moment is the one from one of the boxes.
Yes. Which makes me sad. Maybe I could find it on eBay or something. I was lucky and then looked at the
Or worst case scenario, or hopefully someone will have uploaded the image that's on the shirt onto, like, say, Derpy Brewer or something. They can just get a custom print shirt.
That's true. Somebody's probably done that. I need to get the shape right.
So yeah, basically we've had our own stages of recovery from last week. From last week. Basically, we had our own stages of recovery from last week. Basically, we had our own stages of recovery from last weekend. So now we can get. Into our topic of this week. 246 script. I think it's safe to say.
I wouldn't say it was great.
I think it's safe to say a lot of us seem to surprisingly favor Rainbow Falls over this.
Yeah, I mean, mind you, that episode wasn't great either, but it actually had some importance to it. Yeah, it was a bit of a disappointing episode, given what we've had so far this season. It's definitely, off the top of my head, the first solidly meh episode.
Pretty much.
It was a real disappointment, to be honest. I don't know. I'm always sad with Rainbow episodes and stuff that aren't very. I guess I'm sad with an episode that isn't solid. This one is. I don't know. It's just that. It's just it's not good.
No.
There's no beating around the bush. It's okay, I guess. It's kind of feels like a season 5 episode, sort of, where we kind of drudged around a bit for a while. Or 6 or 7, where there wasn't much of a purpose for a bit.
Season 5. You're being generous.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised to see this in season 1.
Yeah, I'm saying it's such a regression. Like you said, I hate regression episodes. They really irk me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it just keeps. It seems to keep happening to Ashley Ball.
It's her specifically. It's always her characters. Poor Applejack and Apple Horse.
She's the one that gets the shortest end of the stick in she's the one that gets the shortest end of the stick according to well, to me, she's the one that gets the shortest end of the stick.
Yeah.
Rainbow's just a tad bit up.
But I suppose we should actually get into the recap itself.
Yeah, and then we can really get into. Then we can digest. Go over what would have fixed it. We had a pretty good pre-show discussion, I think.
Yeah. So, long story short, um,
It's a comic.
school sports teams. School friendship versus Celestia School for Unicorns. Buckball. You know the game. I know the game. But yeah, that's So yeah, Pinky, Fluttershy, and Snails are the team coaches, and Twilight has assigned a very important job for Rainbow Dash, coaching the cheer squad. And Rainbow Dash cares not one tiny little bit for this for this plan. Essentially, her approach to coaching the squad is, do whatever. I'd rather be somewhere else.
Her approach is not to.
Or her approach, as Snails would put it, do nothing.
Essentially, if you're not just down from most of us, like from most of us on this, most of us on the show that actually show legit focus.
Yeah, Rainbow Dash is clearly in her selfish phase. Like, she cares only about herself and her interests. She would rather be watching the team practice, not the cheer squad, the buckball team. Of course, she's also joined by Snips, who, if you remembered from the last buckball episode, has subtly got into the merchandise business. And is hoping the cheer squad will help boost profits. Rainbow Dash does not care. But yeah, on the cheer squad are, I forgot the names already, two ponies that we'll probably never see again, but one is voiced by the same voice actress as Arya Blaze from Rainbow Rocks. And along with those two are Ocellus, Yona, and Smolder.
Fan favorites. From what we can tell from the
Yeah. Like, they're really looking forward to having Rainbow Dash coach them. Rainbow Dash still does not care.
It's not.
But yeah, they're not very well coordinated. Ocellus isn't exactly sure what to say. Smolder needs to work on the smoke, and Yona keeps stomping on the ground so much that the two ponies actually keep tripping up.
That is a problem.
But yeah, Rainbow Dash does eventually get some advice from Snails. Ask your friends.
You know.
I mean, it is the school of friendship and all.
And you know, you've only been with them for your really all of on-screen life.
Yeah. So she goes around asking for help, and she brings back a bunch of stuff.
They all make an attempt.
An attempt was made, yes. Outfits, a party cannon, hay,
Hey.
a rhyming dictionary from the library. Turns out Sakura wasn't all that helpful.
That was kind of
And
fun.
hey, we got to see Sakura for probably the only time this season.
Wait, didn't we see her earlier?
Did we?
Probably tripping.
Huh. I don't know.
Best I can think of is the premiere.
Premiere. Maybe. I'd have to double check. Mind you, there were a lot of crowd shots in that episode, so it's quite possible that she was there.
How could you forget? Best Buy.
Oh right, because the tree and the everfree forest vines and all right, now I remember. I remember now.
How could you forget Wine Pony?
Eh,
Wine Pony is disappointed.
but yeah, so they, they try practicing more and they put on a practice performance and it does not go well.
No.
And to say that the cheer squad is thoroughly pissed at Rainbow Dash would be an understatement. Well, I know about Ocellus. Ocellus is more disappointed than pissed, but the rest of them, especially Smolder, who basically totally calls out Rainbow Dash for how she's been behaving. Like, Smolder stayed around because, I mean, Rainbow Dash is coaching. She makes everything cooler by approximately 20%. Yes, they are dragging that meme into the ground.
They are using that one hard in this season. They use it like twice already. Feels like they've used it already once.
But yeah, they've basically all given up. But at this point, Rainbow Dash finally realized that, hey, it's not all about you. There are other people who actually like this stuff.
Exists.
You're in charge of them, so maybe you should actually, care.
Give a crap.
Yeah. So she calls together a meeting and basically actually properly coaches them. Not much to say about that. So yeah, yeah. So the game is finally here. Celestia's excited. She actually cheers for the team a little bit. Her team, not Twilight's team, because can't have that. And yes, you may be asking, how is a school for unicorns supposed to compete in a sport where there's supposed to be one of each type of pony? Well, the answer to that is a magic inhibitor ring, and hey, a bunch of
callbacks.
I'm getting there. Like, oh, magic inhibitor rings. Well, that's been confirmed for fanfics now. And if you remember back from season 1, I forget exactly what episode it was, but
Sonic Rainbow.
Yeah, Sonic Rainbow. The butterfly wing spell that Rarity had cast on her.
A good rainbow episode.
Yeah.
They're like
from season 1, where this episode belongs. Early season 1. Yeah, that spell made a comeback. I just noticed Gallus and Sandbar in the crowd behind Celestia. Huh. Didn't notice them before. Cool.
I was more focused on when Celestia was using the rail controller voice.
Yeah. Celestia was fun in the small amount of time she had this episode. But it's halftime. It's time for the cheer squad to put on the show. And they nail it. Everyone's excited. The crowd's all cheering. And you finally get to the end of the game. And Celestia's Skull won by 1 point. But that's alright. Cheer up, everyone. And Rainbow Dash goes to congratulate them. No, not the Buckball team. The cheering squad.
You guys suck.
And it's at this point Twilight basically feels that, oh yeah, she knew this was exactly the lesson Rainbow needed to learn all along. Twilight has pulled a Celestia.
My line.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Celestia is feeling very good about her idea for retiring now. That not Celestia, Twilight is basically,
Celestia.
yeah.
Your student saved you once. You're making money moves.
Twilight is now Celestia, but more compact
Confirmed. Fits your doors better.
and slightly less pointy.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone has a nice laugh over that, and yeah, that wasn't.
The end was fun, but the end isn't everything.
Yeah.
We got a good Celestia moment stuff. But that's not.
It's like, you know how usually when one of them realizes what the problem is and there's a gradual turnaround. Rainbow Dash turned around in 10 seconds flat.
At the end of the episode.
To be fair, it's like I could probably time the moment from realization to action. And, yeah.
Being the fastest pony in the West, she's not very fast. She's not acting like it.
She's a bit slow on the uptake, yes. There are so many issues with this episode.
Allow me to put it this way: if you're a business student, know anything about banking, if you're in and you and you watch the Wonderful Life, you basically look at George Bailey in the first two acts being doing stuff incredibly unethical or outright criminal, and then it's the third act that you forgive somewhat because you understand it's a classic. That's kind of the feeling. That's kind of the feeling we have for this episode.
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that, so the frame of reference is lost on me.
It's a Wonderful Life.
I know I haven't seen it.
That movie you haven't seen. Right, that movie I haven't seen. Now you got me.
Yeah. But yeah, Rainbow Dash is holding the idiot ball all throughout this episode.
Solidly got a firm grasp on it. And it is intense. Yeah, it is.
It's like by this point in time, she shouldn't be so self-absorbed.
I've seen this episode before. I don't like saying that. I want good. I'm not a Rainbow hater. There's a lot of ones that hate any episode with Rainbow in it. I don't. I really want her to have good episodes.
And with that bit about Rainbow Dash not in anything about cheering, was it not Rainbow Dash who was teaching Fluttershy the elements of a good cheer? In that very same episode we mentioned before.
And isn't she on the Wonderbolts, who are basically cheer team?
I wouldn't really call her a cheer team. More of
acrobatics. It's not.
Yeah. But yeah, it seems like there was no care put into this, whether it be Rainbow Dash or the writers. It's like You could easily skip this episode and you would have missed nothing.
Yeah. Unless you're a
There-
diehard
there's-
Celestia fan and you want to yell. I guess it's actually a decent episode for Twilight. She's it shows a bit of growth with Celestia. I mean with Twilight, which is kind of the wrong person who's supposed to be growing.
It's like when the only meaningful part of your episode is in the last 5 minutes, you failed.
Not a good
And
sign.
I know, God, that practice cheers. Oh, God, that was cringe.
Yeah, good luck, Mitch. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Good luck trying to get around this at your repertoire, Arcada.
That bit was painful to watch.
Which is sad. We're running out of time, and it's sad whenever you see a bit of cringe because it's like, we could have replaced this with anything else.
Like you shouldn't do something that makes people want to mute the episode, or worse, turn it off. But yeah, like there is really no rewatch value in this episode. Yeah, as much as I hate to say it, this is the worst episode of the season so far. Let's hope it stays that way.
It wasn't unwatchable, but it was cringe for Twilight. Sorry to say.
I can definitely expect this. I can definitely expect this not to get high marks when we start. Not to get high marks when we eventually start the actual ranking for the best and worst.
Yeah. If this isn't on my bottom 3, then something has gone horribly wrong with the season.
There haven't been that many that were terrible. This one is not great. Not unwatchable in my opinion. It's not great. There's some cringy parts for sure.
Well, it's not unwatchable, but there's no reason to watch it.
It doesn't add anything.
At which point, is it not the same?
I thought they were gonna go somewhere right off. I read the comic. I actually bought one of their comics, and the recent one has an arc about a game. Like there's like a school game going on, and like, oh, okay, they're gonna connect it to a comic or something. And I was actually pretty excited, but they didn't go that route, so I was let down.
Yeah, we were actually discussing as this episode could have gone before we started, and I pointed out that a better lesson would have been, and instead of like, oh, hey, even though they're not you, people still care about this stuff too, so it should matter. The lesson really should have been that, yes, you're on the coaching squad, which isn't really as big of a draw as the buckball team itself, but you're still part of the bigger team. You're still playing an important part. Like
Big critique.
it's not the big attraction, but you have an important role to play.
The main critique I think we came to a consensus on was just have her turn around faster. I mean,
And just do more with that with that realization. Because all we
Well,
get,
yeah, sorry.
all we really get is a small clip show, and then the actual cheers squad at the game.
Montages can a lot of times montages are treated as like an afterthought, or they're kind of like, oh, we gotta wrap up the episode, but they can be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but in this case, it just felt kind of rushed.
They're like, well, we're down to the last.
Well, we have 5 minutes left. Better hurry this up.
I don't know. It didn't feel like the writers had much fun with it. They felt like feels like a patter.
Actually,
Sadly.
who wrote this episode?
I said her first name at one point. But I'm pretty sure she's. But I'm pretty sure she's the. But I'm pretty sure she's the last of the new face. She's amongst the last of the new faces.
It's, Kaita Pambara. Excuse me, would you like to buy a vowel?
Sometimes.
Hopefully I didn't butcher that name.
You disgrace Rainbow.
Sometimes I get here. Sometimes there are times where first letters can sometimes be silenced. Like there's a letter PN letters where the PN words where the P is silent.
Okay, apparently they also wrote Rockcliffe and Hard Place and Horseplay.
Horseplay is pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Just drop the ball here, I guess, a bit.
Yeah.
You gotta cop out at some point, I guess.
I mean, 2 out of 3 is not bad. Relatively speaking, of course.
It's just not a solid episode. It could have been a lot better. Our edits that we talked about could have helped a lot, I think. Had Rainbow come around faster was the main thing. Would have fixed a lot of issues. Pacing was the big problem, I think, here. In that it took Rainbow ages to figure it out. And that was a cringy part for me, is just like constantly listen to her like getting smacked in the face, like, you need to do this, and they're like, nah, fam, I'm not doing that. It's just like Rainbow's better than this. We all know that. So it's sad to see her again, just the writers kind of being a bit lazy and just not looking back. So it's sad because, you get callbacks, right?
Right.
And then, but then, you get other ones where it's like, they have a callback, they have an ancient callback to the Wing, and then in the same episode you got Rainbow being a goof. It's like, we've done this before. Like, so you're obviously watching the old stuff to see what happens, right? So why are you making her be a goof?
Right.
So I don't know. It's sad to see a good callback and huge regression with the character. It's like, what?
Oh no, Twilight Zon's going all purpley. She's embracing dark magic. Like the flamey, glowy purpley.
Sans.
I understand. I think that's kind of a side effect of the tools he's using.
Those peepers got to be bigger. Give me those large peepers. Oh yeah. I freaking love recycling tools because I didn't have to draw anything correct the first time. What do you think? Give me a vote. Peeper is correct.
Yes.
About right. Peeper is correct size. I think the mouth needs to be a bit different. Nope. Well, that was kind of good, actually. Twilight smirks a lot, and I like that.
Yeah, like the previous ones were like, yeah, Twilight is so totally done with this.
Yeah. Get a concern. Yeah, I like that. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Drops mic. I might use this. Oh, frick! That scared me. I might fell a little bit. If this doesn't turn out like utter crap, I might change my profile to this. We gotta combine these boys. Actually, you know what? I'm too late. I can actually. All right. Yeah. So simple edits would have made that a lot better. I think. What were other routes we took? Maybe. I think maybe the best would be if Rainbow just exuded more. Oh, it was loyalty. We don't see much loyalty. She doesn't act like her element. I think the most. She's the least like her element recently. You know what I mean? She doesn't exude loyalty very much, and it's kind of sad because most of the other ones do exude their element, or they act like their element. So, I mean, Twilight's is pretty easy. Rarity is generous quite often, which is kind of you'd think generosity would actually kind of be one of the harder ones to represent, but they've done a pretty good job with like I can help, or I can go over here, or I can get you that. So generosity is well represented. Kindness obviously is a pretty easy one for Fluttershy to do. Being herself basically counts. Apple is pretty honest. Well, honesty, actually, Rainbow's better being honest, as we've said, as we found out.
Well, Rainbow's is more of a blunt honesty.
Yeah. So it's more for comedic effect. She was super honest. Funny joke. Funny joke. Well, that's cute. Yeah. An alternate reality version of this episode, if I could edit it, would be, as we stated in our pre-show, kind of more like maybe she gets she gets a task from Twilight and then immediately jumps into it. It's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. So she's trying to be loyal to her friend, right? Yeah, she accepts the challenge and wants to help her friend be loyal to her friend. I can do that, yeah. And then maybe there's challenges, and she's faced with hard truths and hard decisions in can I be loyal to my friend? Can I go through with this? It'd just be more interesting that way. What do you think?
Yeah.
It'd be more to her style. This is the only one I could find. Oh shoot. Okay, no, okay. Can you carry over selected colors? Man, that's a really grainy picture. Probably need a better one than that. I just need a freaking JPEG of Twilight. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just need a picture of a gosh darn hot dog. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just need a picture of a hot. Why does he need a picture of a hot dog? Where's my JPEG of Twilight? It's a vector actually, but we're not going to be picky. Okay, it does carry over. Woo! Wipes bead of sweat off forehead. Good job, Nate. Lines. I love lines. Frickin' heck. Do I want a sharp? Do I want it sharp? What the frick do I want? The episode overall, art style wise, pretty good. Got some new, a couple angles of new locations. Kind of mediocre, I guess. Not that many location changes. New character design was pretty decent. I like the new characters design.
Yeah.
That's something they've gotten down, I think, pretty stiffly.
Mm-hmm.
Characters have been a pretty solid thing they've been able to do recently. No one's surprised that they did characters good, which is good. That's a good thing. A lot of times, what will happen is that you can't get they get too good at it, or they I guess they forget. They run out of room. I guess I don't know how they're doing it, but they have not so far. It's good. We're gonna do big blocky colors. I've learned. Actually, I haven't learned a new technique. I'm pretending like I have. Um, Other characters were on point, as I said already. I think Twilight was good. I think Twilight was the best character in it so far.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
Twilight, we got, which is fitting, I guess, for our needs. But
Yeah, Twilight with the snails is a close second.
you like snails?
Yeah, he has the whole Zen master thing going on.
Oh, snails. Sorry, snips. I didn't like. I thought you for some reason meant snips. I didn't like snips.
Well, at least with Obsidian is continuing character progression.
It's within his realm. I'm not. It's nothing against the writers for that. It made sense. I just didn't like his character. That's, I guess, more of a personal gripe.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, Snips. Well, he may have progressed motivation-wise. He hasn't progressed character-wise. Whereas Snails is like the opposite. We still don't know his motivations, but like you feel like you kind of understand him more as a character, you know?
They fleshed him out a lot. He feels like he's got some character. The Buckball is mainly his character so far.
Yeah.
Maybe Snips. I guess you can argue if Snips a better B plot instead of instead of his like merchandise thing. I would have liked to see him like maybe maybe he feels left out.
That would be interesting.
That would have been better, I think. Because it would have made
like Snails has kind of moved on without him, and
yeah, and he feels like he doesn't have a purpose in the friendship. That would have been much more interesting, I think.
yeah, but that would probably be a bit. I don't know, a bit mature for this show.
Yeah, they've done it before, I think. Well, they've done stuff like it before. I don't know. I didn't think it would be that far out of the.
Who knows?
Freaking Thanos over here. Look at that. Thanos funny.
You should have gone for the head.
Yeah. You should have gone for that. What? No! Insert snap sound. Actually, it was more metal, so it'd be like. And then the internet erupts. How are you snapping a gauntlet? Because scientifically, snapping doesn't actually. The sound does not come from your fingers. It actually comes from you slapping the finger against the palm. Little science fact for you there. Free of charge. I won't charge you anything. You can have that and do what you will with it. Tell your friends, tell your family. I'm not too sad about this. I think I would be more if I didn't have brownie stuff. I wouldn't be. Had quite a bit of pony in my life. So that's, I guess, good from a personal level. But
Right.
if you didn't go to a convention, I could kind of being a downer. An episode. I think yeah, Celestia and Celestia and Sparkle were on fleek, and I think you can. I guess what they had the most meaningful progression, with Twilight being starting to show the exude things Celestia did. I guess that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, Twilight letting loose her inner manipulator.
Yep. We all knew you had it in you. It was Starlight, wasn't it? Starlight's doing this to you.
Speaking of Starlight, did you see the new Frogalorga?
Yes, I did.
Me too.
Should we be worried about him?
What?
I got a bit of an obsession with that pony.
That seems perfectly normal to me.
I don't see what you're talking about. If we need a
Rapidly smashing the keyboard accepted.
I think I'm gonna be lazy. I don't really. Magic selecting tool. Fit that right there. And it's like it never happened. I don't know. This episode was counter.
Yeah.
We all hope it will get better. I think it will. To be honest.
I hope so.
Well, the faces that I saw under Pinky and the faces I saw under Pinky and Twilight, it seems to be a interesting indicator.
Is this a lighter color? This? I wonder if I should Ooh. What if I select this color? Come back here, right? Right. Combine these. Control transform. No, enter, and then bucket this. Right? Right? And then hang on, wait a second. And then is there a select tool? Can you like select the whole layer? I guess we can just like Uber this pen. Just go like this. Control transform and then enter. And then okay, see it's locked now to that area. Brush, right? Right? Stay with me, right? You bring this down here, right? She's still selected, right? Right? Okay, right? Oh shoot. See that white stuff? Where'd that white stuff come from? That's what she said. I don't know. Get rid of all that now. I guess I can ask you what arcs are you wanting them?
Hmm.
Huh? I don't want villagers in here. Give me some.
I'm trying to think.
Huh?
I mean, it's like pretty much the main six have already worked out their life goals and everything.
Yeah.
So like their arcs are essentially done.
That's why this one felt like a progression.
Maybe something for Starlight Glimmer. She could use a little bit more, room for growth.
I could see that. Yeah.
I'm currently wondering when Discord's I'm currently wondering which one Discord's gonna go for. Romantically.
Kind of doubt they go that way, but who knows? I could be wrong. I'm sorry, shippers, but She ain't looking good. We're running out of time. We could get one. I guess we kind of got a Pink Pie episode.
Yeah, which basically handled her character progression arc in one episode. So it's like I'm kind of seeing that as like a big mustache and like bushy eyebrows.
Stop saying it that way.
Come down to where you live and I'll freaking. Don't disrespect my Twilight like that. No.
So are you guys ready to go through Colin's gallery?
Yeah, you can cut out for me for a bit.
So yeah, like we mentioned in last week, we took some pictures of some cosplayers, and we thought we'd go through a few of them, and talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
It's also gonna be some merch that was either mentioned in it, that was either mentioned but not seen, or not exactly gone through. Just a fair warning.
Yeah.
So these are the socks you mentioned.
Thankfully, they did indeed fit. They're also very nice and comfy.
Yeah, I remember these guys.
Yeah. That was a good group.
I think she appears a couple. I think I saw her a couple times at Evergreen Northwest.
Oh. Sorry, a little cloggy. Yep. Those are some good ones too. Okay, normally I went and take pictures of the furries, but my cousin and his girlfriend are furries, so I thought I'd like something to kind of share with them.
Oh no. Avert your eyes if you are. No.
That's fair.
There was quite a showing of.
Yeah.
You did your furry kind proud. You did a good.
I mean, I had to.
Oh, wait, I can't see what you're showing. Ah, yes, that's a good one.
Let me see if we can get back.
Yeah, normally I would have taken a lot more pictures, but I spent so much time standing in lines that I didn't have as much opportunity.
You got signatures if you want.
Yeah. I swear I edited my profile. Like it should have my new job there. I'll have to check that out.
I'll just not be updating.
I think I remember this one.
I like the comment off to the side.
Magically gathering part of my brain took over and asked myself, why is there a Nicole Wallace cosplay in a PonyCon?
It's like I don't know much about like the greater lore of Magic the Gathering, but I do get the reference.
Oh yeah, this guy was at. Oh yeah, we saw this guy at the registration lines.
Yeah.
He was freaking everywhere. He was running about.
Oh, he was also at the train station, airport.
Oh.
Yes, we had a talk with. He showed us his garb. Pre-con. We got a week.
Nice.
Cosplay. Hope to see you guys if you watch this at ever.
I really like that one.
That's a good one, yeah.
Another Luna, of course.
This reminds me, I think someone had a legit boom, had a well, had a larger boombox. They had a lug around,
Yeah.
or at least what looked like it.
Oh, this is really creepy Twilight right now. Ominous.
Yeah, my cousin got a kick out of that button.
I guess. And the dabbing Trixie. Dab on him.
It's like,
Actually, the furry one's a magnet. The Trixie is a pin.
Dab on them haters. No.
Yeah, it's like I have Sunset merch. I have Sonata merch. I just need Moondancer merch.
hopefully that's close enough for you guys.
I would still be tempted to commission like a some Starlight, like the plushie Starlight.
Just make sure,
Because
real quick, make sure I don't get ahead of myself.
Also, I get the Celestia sleep mask because I believe they were sold out of Luna.
Huh. You should have gone for the head.
the cosplay.
He was definitely not too. He was definitely not too out of the realm. I definitely remember a lot of them from past Everfreeze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember him carrying that.
That was really cool. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, it's like on one hand, like, ooh, giant plush, cool. On the other hand, like, imagine having to drag that around everywhere. It'd probably get tiring after a while.
Remember again, was it your cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can tell this is another one for them.
Flutterbat.
There was somebody with like a mask that was like, did you get her?
Uh,
Like a 3D printed mask that was really good. Top of the notch. There's some really good.
What was that?
There's some really good Ember cosplays.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I got to it first. I can definitely remember the fursuit.
There was somebody who dressed, the fursuit person who was dressed up like Ember. That was really good. I don't usually say that, but that was a really good cosplay.
Yeah, that one I took because it was pony, not because it was furry. That was a good that was a good pair.
Yep. I've seen this one a couple times on Flickr, actually.
Oh.
Can't remember if I actually saw her one point, may have, but yeah, we can definitely recognize the mask.
Yeah, that's not something to forget. And yes, there was an adagio at the convention. Unfortunately, I didn't see any arias or sonatas.
Yeah, if there, we're sorry. An attempt was made to locate you.
Oh, now we go into the autograph line pictures. And now we're back.
I was only able to get 2 that day. And of course, the comment. It's like, ouch.
I had a feeling you would. I had a feeling you would pick. I have a feeling you would find something like this since you're a Yoda fan.
Actually, I think I was just traveling. I was going back to the room, and so I was yeah. It's like, sure, it's different.
Oh, Nate, here it
Oh,
is.
I love this. I took a picture. I'm a huge fan of frick. I forgot his name. I'm totally blanking. There it is. I love Ladder Earth Strider. So I love that. I watch Ladder Earth Strider whenever he comes out with one of those. Change my mind. Change my mind. Your wife is trash.
I mean, I had to. That was a great costume.
Who's that?
Goldie Delicious.
Oh, frick.
Even burnt our bread.
What?
Even burnt our bread.
Ooh, that's a sharp eye. That is a sharp eye.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Let me just yoink that.
Let's see.
Just let me just
Yeah, I think that about covers it.
like they use the channels as the meme. So like there's one where it was like 5 channels and they were like sky, 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 sky. And then like in the bottom channel was called ground. It was like it was Steve in the bottom channel, and it was like the sun was in the top channel, and it slowly moved down each channel to make it till the bottom one where he was.
Yeah, that's interesting.
and then by the bottom one, it like once it went under it like left. The sun left the channel after it went to the floor, and then
Moon?
no, there was no moon, but like like a bunch of monsters joined the call.
Oh.
And it was Steve's like, oh, hi guys. And then the sun comes back up, and they're all like, ah! They all like scream. And then like there are two spiders, and they're like, the spiders like don't leave, like they don't leave the call, and they're like, well, clocking out. like,
That's kind of funny.
like, well, I'm gonna go chill under this tree.
Sorry about that.
Whoa, look at those sharp eyes! Woo! I can't whistle. Frick! It's really got to come to the edge of the shadow, or it doesn't make sense. That's a sharp eye. You got a sharp eye there, boy. Let's do the crucial shiny eyeballs. See if we can do this correct. Cannot mess this up. Another layer. Frick! Sheet again. Let's select the eyes. Go transform. Enter. Wait, what? Okay. Brush. Okay, yep. Go to here. Now we can't leave. Just gotta get the. Ow, frick! No. Matter. Magic. Patient. Thought I was gonna say friendship. You're wrong. Why does that make you? See how this looks back here. I think it's looking good.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a bit less. I will give you a huge pat on the back if you guess what I'm printing right now.
A figure of some sort?
No. Alex, your turn.
I'm tempted to say something Star Wars related. Or close to it.
Oh, frick. You're definitely in the right vein. That narrowed it down a lot. Actually, not because Star Wars. Take your guess. You get 3 guesses.
And
Rebel or Empire?
What is this 20 question? It's Empire. I see your move, sarcasm. You're gonna make Alex do all his question first, and then jump in at the last second.
sure, let's say that.
You sly dog.
Standard TIE Fighter?
Huh?
Standard TIE Fighter?
No. We're down to 1 question, Alex. Yeah, I'll give you another one.
Okay, part of it it's because like it's been so long since I've seen like anything Star Wars that it's like, okay, what were the things called again?
The things. Well, sarcasm. There are many things. No.
Is it a bomber?
What?
Is it a bomber?
Is it Obama? Is that what your question is?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? No, he's not in Star Wars. Luckily. Is it Obama? I like that a lot.
I'm being serious. There was something called a TIE bomber in the Strikes Back.
There is such thing as a TIE bomber. Oh, a bomber. Are you saying bomber?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said Obama.
Yeah, I took me a while to actually get what you were took me a while to actually get what what you thought you heard.
It's like, I mean, like I couldn't tell you what any of like the ships are called, but like I remember the AT&T walkers.
The AT&T.
I mean, those things couldn't have been cheap, and not cheap. And I'm mixing up phones and credit cards.
Yes.
I'm tired.
Greatly.
Yes, the AT&T walker. Hey, what? Actually, no, I can tie it in. Those things aren't cheap. That's why it was a sponsored. Those things are sponsored.
Freaking are, yeah, apparently.
Ha! I saved myself there.
Good job, good job. That was a real close one.
Yeah, like I don't know what any of the ships are called. It's like, I mean, like I know the Star Destroyers.
I'm just gonna have to delete all this. I just know. Okay. The AT&T walker.
I was it like a ATST or whatever.
AT.
No, I mean like there were like 2 different types of them.
There are in the In the main movie, there is the AT-ATs and the AT-ST.
That's what I was talking about.
And AT-ST.
Hold on.
They're lovingly called the chicken walkers, even though they are not. The STs.
Yeah, that. I vaguely remember, like, there's the AT-AT and the AT-ST.
The all-terrain scout all-terrain scout transport and the all-terrain armored transport, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
There's also main lines. There's the AT-TE all-terrain Forcer, which is the clone version, the six-legged one from the second movies.
Right.
But no, it's none of those. And now I want to see an AT-NT Walker quite badly. Maybe I'll make one of those later. What were you talking about? I was informing you on the Star Wars or something. Have you watched Star Wars: The Clone Wars? If you haven't seen it, it's a really good show. You gotta see it, bro.
I found the AT&T Walker.
Let me see. There it is. Wow. Seems a bit cheesed. You could have done better.
It was a quick Google search.
It was a quick Google search. Oh, that's sick. Frick, Photoshop doesn't even do that.
Oh, John, I missed it. What did he do?
The gradient.
Oh.
See, it actually live rendered. Really handy because I can like choose exactly how I want it. So I bet Photoshop doesn't do that because it lag or something. If you get bigger. Oh wait, shoot.
Is it Vader's fighter? Because you showed me the interceptor when we were. It showed me the interceptor the night before we left.
Oh shoot! Did I freaking? Oh okay. It is not. It Ooh. Ooh. Dude, that's like next level. Boom. Oh my gosh. What's that look like? Whoa, that's sharp. Woo!
Is it the Death Star?
It is not. We're working our way through. Eventually we'll get it. Apparently her eyes are like this.
I knew it had to be. I knew it had to be one of the smaller ones. Definitely wouldn't be that. He definitely wouldn't go that big just yet.
Hey, it's not a big one. It's like a small scale model.
Yeah, like
Very
that.
small scale model.
No, I mean,
it's full scale. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about in universe. There are the small fighters, and there's the larger
Crap.
things get bigger as you progress.
Look, we can control deselect now and then. It's wearable. That's a good hint. Oh,
Is it a helmet?
it is a helmet of sorts. Which helmet? It's Imperial. We've narrowed it down to Imperial Star Wars. Now, what could it be?
I mean, it's kind of you said helmet, right?
It must.
I think you just gave it. I think you just gave it away. I wasn't gonna guess that.
I mean, when you said helmet, it basically had to be, you know, the Darth Vader helmet
It is not.
or a stormtrooper.
It is not.
Kylo Ren,
It is not. That's not Empire.
Empire, basically what the new Empire.
Or
Same
that's,
difference, really.
What is it? I don't know. It's stupid either way.
Is that one of the pilots?
Of sorts. They pilot something. That narrows it down to about 3 things. Okay, come on, guys. We're down to the wire.
I was gonna say I had a feeling it wouldn't be a Vader helmet since there are a ton of those available, especially those with voice changing technology and things like that.
It is pseudo niche, I guess. It's sort of a fan favorite, though, so I am super getting you guys. It is only in. It is in the 3rd movie. So Jedi.
The one that hasn't come out yet.
No.
Oh.
Return of the Jedi.
It's, you know.
Is it the
pilot helmet.
Is it the Endor speeder bikes?
Yes, there it is. It's an Endor speeder helmet.
Okay, to be fair, I was guessing something like that. I just wasn't sure, like, the proper name for it.
The proper name is Scout Trooper helmet. He's a Scout Trooper, apparently. The, like, logical name or whatever, you know. It's really cool. It's one of the cooler looking. It's one of my favorite helmets. I'm tempted to do the weird guys, one of the guys that, like, turns that key to blow up you shoot the Death Star.
Right.
One of those weird helmets. I've been tempted to make one of those. They're usually called, like, the jaw helmet or the bone jaw helmet because it looks like a jaw. What do we got here? I'm taking a long time on this, but this is kind of crucial. The eyes are very important. Oh! Whoa! Look at how sharp that is! Oh!
That's actually looking really good so far.
She's bald, but
You're definitely.
Don't mention it.
she's sensitive about that now.
You definitely took the effort with the eyes.
Freaking staring right into your soul. Holy crap. Close your eyes. This new tactic I really like. It makes it lineless. So what you do is you do your outline, right? Like usual. You do an outline. You do base color. You do the entire base color. And then you go back and you do highlights.
Hmm.
and that brings definition out. That's actually kind of how oil painters do it. They'll do body color over the whole thing because that's the darkest color, and then they work their way up in color types. So in real life, you can't. So like here, I can just do yellow, bright yellow, right? And then I can just put black right over top of it, right? It's actually the other way around, I think. So it's black. I can do black, and then I can put yellow right over top, and it just works, right?
Right.
They don't mix quite well. So, or unless you want them to. So, or I think it's the other way around actually. So yeah, yellow, mixing blacks and so yeah, it's hard to do light colors and dark colors together. So you keep them separate in real life. You wait for them. So like a lot of times you'll do the entire body of something, come back, and once it's dried, and do the lighter colors over top. But here we can cheat. There's a lot of layers we're working with. I kind of want her eyes over do the classic anime move where the eyes will be over the hair once we're done, but keyword once we're done. How does her horn work? Is it usually sticking out? It is usually, isn't it? Right from the center. Picture, grab it now. Okay, it's popping out. I forgot. I can turn the canvas, Nate. Thank you. Shortly with the line. Turn it. Boop. Yeah. Twilight's hair is actually not my favorite. It's kind of hard to draw because it looks. Hair is not usually straight. You know what I mean? Like it's flat. Look at that line. It's a flat line right across it. Most hair is not drawn that way, unless it's super cartoony like this, obviously. But then if you don't have it super kind of flat or have straight lines, then it looks weird because you're used to seeing her that way.
Right.
I'm just rambling because it's fun.
Yeah.
I was trying to come up with another thing to say about the Phaedra helmets, and it reminded me the same year I got Super Fight at Emerald City. One of the cosplayers was actually wearing one of the voice changing ones.
This is going to be a big brain move right here. Sorry.
And I can certainly remember directing him towards the booth.
Hey. What do we do next? We do the and then we do Control C V. Copied and pasted now. And we're going to take this one, highlight this area. Well, okay. Control T, Control and we do Control C V. All right, and we take together, combine them. Now we have a horn. So we got a horn. See that, guys? There's a horn. Where's the? Okay. I misplaced my horn. C O V. Oh shoot. Did a goof. Did a goof. Okay, now we highlight this layer. Control T. Combine these two. Enter. Now we have a horn. So that now all of this can come up here. Do that. Can come up here and can go over the hair. Big brain time. That was a lot of work, so that's a lot of work just for me to. All right, never mind. We're moving on. Move past it. Oh, we don't want to select. My music's gone, so it's all quiet and it's awkward.
Yep. Yep.
And I like music. I mean, my music,
Music good.
especially if I'm drawing.
Yeah.
It's a good song. Yeah. Okay. What are my plans for tonight? I might do some. I've been looking to fix that. As I've said, I kind of like the romance ones. Oh shoot! Do that. Okay. But I might have to do the rest of the pen stroke ones with Nyx. I haven't finished all those.
Right.
There's still kind of lovey moments, which I like, but a lot of the fanfics I'm reading are very current, meaning they're not old ones, so they're being updated actively. So I have to wait for them to come out. Sucks.
Yeah, I know how that is. Like the one I'm currently reading, I believe has actually been finished. I just need to actually finish it.
Feels bad, man. I'm getting to the point where I feel sort of like I'm actually file or like an actual piece of paper. It's kind of cool. You know, where I'm actually it's definitely hotkey management. So you can just be like boom, boom, rotate, boom, boom. If you get really good at it, some like artists that are just like boom, 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 move around, boom, 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 you know, just like whipping it around like they're actually piece of paper.
Right.
And just rotating it or something. I'm not quite there. I still have to check my hotkeys. Every once in a while, I have to look over it. This horn could do some. It's a bit crooked. You can turn the camera.
Be right back. Dog's whining. Apparently she wanted to go out again.
Probably.
Yeah, she's barking at something out there.
Why do I keep picturing an apartment complex?
Ooh, that's a sharp look right there. Doing me a good. Wait, how am I gonna do this here? I think I'm gonna have to do 2 pieces of hair, so I'm gonna do one that's like underneath here. Here. Rough it. Okay, and then we're gonna have to do it here, sort of, on this hair. Sharp. Doing me a fascinate. Are you a dogs or a cat man, sarcasm?
What was that?
Are you dogs or a cat man?
Yes.
Alex? Yeah. You're up. What would we say?
Bit of a cat person, although I am somewhat considering a couple of ferrets after Michelle Creeper.
There it is. Exotic. Except not really exotic. Interesting. I've heard ferrets are kind of a handful. Not to discourage you or anything. My dad had some ferrets. And they were mischievous, to say the least. I think they like shiny objects stuff. You just wouldn't notice. Where'd that thing go? Find it. You find like their staff. They have like an evil slayer shiny objects they've stolen over the years. Like, you found my stash. He took all their stash that they've been working on for years. My stash. My rainbow dash. Wee. What do we got so far? What do we got? What do we work? Ooh. Oh, wait, your eyes are wrong. There we go. Oh, shoot. That's a bit of a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, shoot. Not a huge one, because we just... Just gonna have to go in here by hand. Get rid of this.
Be right back, dog. Okay, she seems to have settled in for the night, so hopefully that'll be the last interruption.
I still don't know why I'm picturing an apartment complex.
Oh?
In terms of your living quarters.
Ah. Nah, just a basic house that's had a few expansions, but is still kind of cramped as far as my room goes.
So, suburbia.
Sure.
Probably overthinking this a bit. But I want this to be done right. Oh, shoot. All right, that's fine. Okay. Okay. On to the rat. It's getting late, boys. Oof.
Oh, home stretch. It's a few more miles to go.
60 miles ago. No. I'm a good artiste. I'm a good artiste. Just gonna do this quick and dirty. Quick and dirty. Get the right width. Boom. 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 Done. That's, yeah. Boom. Boom. Frick. That was easy.
Looks good.
That was easy. That was easy. That was me imitating a click of a... If you'll believe it.
That was easy.
There we go. Thank you. Somebody gets my comedy genius.
Oh, is that what we're calling it?
Yeah. You can just get out, alright? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, it's strange almost every day. Yeah, it's strange almost every night when we're not at a hotel next to a convention center. I almost get the urge to find appropriate time to use that.
Did you actually have the button?
Let's just this doesn't. Oh wait. Something. Let's just hope this doesn't flip up again.
I spoke too soon. Okay. We're fixing it, boys. That's actually, it's not too bad. Okay, we worked our way through. It's okay. A crisis avoided. Oh, shoot. You know what? That's not bad. That's, yeah, it could have been worse.
Is good.
I'm not gonna really do the border, you know, like the frame of her hair. Holy crap. That's actually really sharp. I like that. Dang. Dang. I'm shocked that I did something good.
Thumbs are going up.
Dang. Just keep saying it. Why is my brush green? Highlight that a bit more.
Oh, for the love.
What happened?
Dog.
Dog. What if I get rid of this highlight? Much sense. Does that still work, you think?
Mm.
Okay, where did those lines come from? Oh, they're up here.
Good dog is a hot dog.
It's like, go to bed.
No. I don't want that. You know, I think I really did Twilight proud here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. Twilight Day, here I come. Just get those. Shoot. Whenever I like zoom in or do something stupid, that's just me not knowing what controls I set on my own computer. See all that right there? That was me doing it.
I get the feeling I'll probably run into a similar problem once I finally get into Minecraft.
Maybe it's a different thing because you're probably not as much because with Minecraft, your fingers don't leave the same area very much. You know what I mean? So right now I have 6 buttons in a line, straight line, right now that I'm dealing with, right? So my issue is that I keep clicking the wrong thing. Wait a second. Okay. Trying to smooth this out. This whole kind of nitpicking now, but so when are you getting Minecraft? Sounds like you're considering it pretty soon. Ooh, that looks awful.
Got a couple of other things on the financial checklist from secondary camera to stuff for Rhapsody that's upcoming. So yeah, once I feel a bit more financially comfortable, I should be able to.
Hop right in and grab her. It's a bad way of saying it. But... Okay. I'm gonna wrap her up. If I keep touching this, I'm gonna mess it up. Dang! Dang, boy! Dang, boy! He's thick! What's this look like if I do that? Is that better, you think? Like that? I think I like that a bit better. Dang, boy! Dang, boy! He's thick!
Yep, looks really good.
Wow! Frick! I think that's one of the best things I've done so far. Frick! Can I like back up and it doesn't look awful in my eye? Then, because most of the drawings I see, I might sound like I actually like it, but a lot of times I back, I'm like, man, that looks awful. But I'm gonna make it sound like I like it. All right. It's freaking late, and I gotta get up at like 7 hours from now. If I just sleep right now. but we
Good
all
luck
know
with
that's
that.
not gonna happen. Yeah, I'll probably get close to 5 hours of sleep. That's pretty good. And I want to submit my to EQD if I want to get them featured.
Right.
I don't even know how to do that. Do you do an email usually?
I have no idea.
There's a
There should be a link, right? Like there's like a link. It's like email all your content to here.
yeah, I think it says yeah, I think there's something on the website that about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something on the website that.
All right. Do you want to close this out, Alex?
Well, here's another good. Well, here's one good note I would like to add about this week. At least we got the better episode last week when we had to it. At least we got the better episode last week, considering that we were part of a good convention that ended on a high note.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if my looking at images for next week proved correctly the expressions from Twilight and Pinky might warrant something.
No spoilers.
But yeah, but yeah, definitely. But yeah, last week was better. This week, probably not gonna get high marks when we get to the episode where we rank our worst and best.
Yep. I'm not gonna score too high, sadly.
Yeah, no.
But like I said, if the faces I'm seeing but like I said, based on the faces I'm seeing, next week looks a little bit more. Next week looks a bit more promising. Until then,
Catch you later.
Later.
take care.